What's up, everybody? I am back, and I just want to say that stop focusing on what everyone else has, what they're doing, what they have, whatever it may be. A lot of times we're so focused on what other people have and what they're doing that we start comparing our life to them. What we have, what we don't have, compare it to them. And the whole time we miss out on the things that we actually have. But because we're so focused on the things outside of us, we can't focus on what we actually have. So the comparison becomes like greater because everything outside of what you already have is always going to seem or appear to be better. Have you ever thought about the fact that all you have is what you need, and what you don't have, you don't need it? So, yes, it would be nice to have things that you see and see other people have, but it's also nice to acknowledge that you have everything you need, and that's okay. Throughout my life, I've been, that person that's always been focused on what other people have, what other people are doing, the positions, the titles, all that stuff, and it's made me feel inferior to them based off of the comparison. Maybe they are where they are because they're supposed to be. Maybe I am where I am is because I'm supposed to be. Same with you. The focus shouldn't be on what you don't have and what you're not doing. It should actually be more focused on what you are doing. As I say again, I get it. I understand where the mindset comes from and being so focused within the world. That's why I had to like almost separate myself from the world for a certain time frame to really get the mindset that can teach me how to be comfortable and happy with my life and what I have. God doesn't make any mistakes with us. He didn't give us the things that we wanted because he know it would do more harm than good. God is a God that is about fulfilling our needs. He's always going to provide our needs for us. And I know that there's people that are saying, what about the people that are starving, the people that are doing this, the people that are doing that? I don't have all the answers for it. But a lot of times we do play a role in us not getting the things that we need. And sometimes we don't. It just happens to be that way. Sometimes it happens to seem really bad at a certain point in time, but that thing that's bad for that time frame is meant to happen then so that later on things will be so much better because the thing that was bad is a part of the story for later on to appreciate and to become and to grow through that. So it's just so many different ways of seeing it and going about it and the understanding within it. As I say again, I don't have all the answers. I can just give you my perspective, my take based off of the way I see things, based off the way I've experienced life and I've seen things and just my growth and evolution as a person. But I just want to encourage you to spend more time focusing on the things that you have and the things that you're doing because you can get better at those things. Life can get better because of those things and where you are. Never look at a position or what you have as less than someone else. It doesn't matter that someone else has something better. It doesn't matter that someone else is doing something that seems better. It's important for us to have janitors. It's important for us to have maids. It's important for us to have, trashmen and stuff like that. If you don't think those roles or those titles are important, try showing up somewhere and they don't exist. Try allowing your trash to stack up and no one comes to pick it up and you having to go take it yourself. There's some people that actually have to go take their own trash. And I bet you they would be grateful to have a trash man, but they don't have one available in their area. The custodian, the janitor that cleans up the schools, the office buildings, and all these things. Imagine them not cleaning up and you showing up and it's a mess like it was left previously. No one ever doing it. So imagine going to a hotel and the rooms are not made, the rooms are not clean. They couldn't put new people in there. So it's like everything is important. It's not just about being the CEO, being the manager, being the CFO or whatever it is. Like that's nice titles, that's nice positions, but everything is nice, everything is needed, everything is necessary. So whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you have, be grateful for it. Pay more attention to it. Just try to get better at it. Because if you can honor what you're doing, just imagine where you can go because of that. You have to shift your mindset at where you are and start focusing on doing your best, right? Because the saying is much much is earned, much is required. So it means that if you are at a position that you may look at as a lower position, how can you handle a higher position if you can't honor and do the work that it takes for the so said lower position? You have to do your best at every level. And I truly understand that. I was one to play around and to be like, oh, this job is just this. This is just a McDonald's job. This is just a Wendy's job. This is just this job. It doesn't matter what the job is. You sign up for it. You do it to the best of your ability. I'm not telling you to be a fool. Like, understand when you've been taken advantage of and all these things. If it's time to go, then go. But what I'm saying, while you're there, you show up, you be you, and you focus on what you can do. Control what you can control, and don't worry about who's the manager, who has this position, who has that. I'm better, I'm qualified for this. That could be the case, but you have to honor where you at and what you're doing until you get there. Chances are it's like the more time you spend focusing on the things you're doing and doing it to a high level, the faster you could possibly get there. But the less time you spend focusing on that, then you're going to stay in the same position. This is all the time. I just want to share that with y'all. This is on my heart, on my mind. And one more thing, I think that I'm going to switch this to podcast format. I already have a podcast that I did a limited series to. I want to get back to that, and just to be able to have this voice to reach to more platforms, to more people, so that people can get the help that they need. That podcast is Power in the Story. It started off as a limited series, 10 episodes. I think I may have interviewed 5 people. One person, it was 2 parts, and the other 4 was just me talking. And I'll go back to that format. Not sure when. Maybe in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'll get that together, but I'll keep you guys informed. And again, see you next week, same time.